All right. What is up, y'all? I got the tripod set up. We're out here now. Just jogged to the ocean today like I do. Oh, it feels good. I got my green screen studio set up at home so I got all sorts of chopping. I got the day off, so I'm pretty happy. Hope you are too. Ducks in the background. Just gonna do some stretching, so let's go. I might pop out of the camera every now and again too, but I gotta go take my shirt off though. All right. I want to get some of those mountains in there. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like you can kind of make it out there. Boy, what a beautiful day it is. This past year, I've just been really working on getting to this point where I can just do my thing and still create content from that, so it's not like I'm looking like a politician, you know what I mean? Reading off the, you know, the video screen. Yo, everything, you know, for me getting to this point, it was like every video I watch, I'm always looking for the special effects, you know, I'm always looking to like listening to the audio. It doesn't matter if it's on a crappy phone speaker or not. Life is good, yo. And when it really gets good, like, you hope you work to get to that point instead of just like, you know, having it granted to you. Otherwise you're gonna be in for a whole set of problems, feeling unworthy. And it might be because you are, or, you know, you just aren't grateful enough, extra grateful, I don't know. Don't forget the fundamentals, you know, brush before you floss, that kind of thing. You flossing, you haven't even brushed your teeth. There go the ducks. You know, this having a walking tour company is very challenging during a pandemic, and you know, I was about to like really get it going again, and then this wildfire came and everything, and you know, now I'm working on some really fun stuff for my, you know, upcoming clients. Hopefully that's you. I gotta just post this one. I can't clip it or anything. I am so bad at that. So whatever happens, happens. Yeah, not too long ago I moved as well, and liking the new digs. You know, I really meditated on like my studio setup and all that. And waking up, you know, to the birds in the morning, especially this time of year, you know, you have different birds, different types of songs that you haven't heard in like a year to let you know what time it is. Being in touch on that level, knowing when you need to change your diet to accompany the new seasonal fruits. Like, I haven't been sick in a year. I've never gone this long without being sick. And I've really been working on my health, you know, really, you know, taking the time to read those books. And you know, since we're no longer in our indigenous habitat, you got to learn a little bit about microbiology, like Dr. Sebi said. But you do what you do. Look at that duck. I'm about to do some more stretching. Hold on. Breathe in, Seattle. I met some interesting people, you know, and I'm thinking about even like taking out the yoga element of it, or like low-key adding it in or something, just because I don't want to scare anybody off. But at the same time, like the people who take the tour are like, oh yo, I feel like different. You know, I'm trying to get like dudes who are into that like Bud Light and, you know, stuff, doing a little bit of stretching. You know, I'm not saying, you know, quit the Bud Light if that's what you do, but you know, do a little bit of stretching. You know, do some organ work, so that, you know, after a rough one, you do that organ work. You know, your internal organs, your Zhang Fu organs, all that. Get your blood circulating properly, or more properly, and start kicking the ass in the morning. You know, you have your cup of coffee. You know, first you have your 2 cups of water. Yeah, it's little things like that. You know, I was explaining. Oh, listen to that. No, that's better. God, that's obnoxious. Helicopters fly over the beach. Same time every day, same routine. I love this tripod. This was way worth it. Big ups to Dylan Vance, DJ DD, Trample Dylan, or whatever he's calling himself these days, for giving me a lot of advice on content creation and inspiration, and also just, you know, being a good friend, a good guy. But really, the tripod is a pro move. You know, I was down at the park and I ended up talking to this lady who was like a ninja marathon runner, photographer, and you know, I saw her like just doing her work, and it was so cool the way she had her tripod. And I don't know, like, I'd probably be in college and school right now, but I don't want to do virtual classes. Really, it's not as engaging. for someone like me, so I really went all in on the video editing, and now that I got my equipment, I'm like, nope, not buying anything else. You got pretty much everything you need. The next step would be like audio editing and engineering, and I know better than to try to step on that, you know, before I take care of some other stuff on my checklist. But you know, it's for the love, and after I'm done working or whatever, I'm like, I used to just chill, or nowadays I'm like just DJ live streaming. This is my life, you know, this is what I do. I'd be doing this camera or no camera, but you know, I made it fun, you know. Look at the ducks. Like, you come out in nature, you know, nature just chill. I don't know, maybe not with you, but with me, like, you know, these are my friends. You know, we got Google Earth now, so find a spot and take that walk there, you know what I'm saying? Don't be one of those people who, unless you really have to, like drives to a place and then jogs there, and drives, like, what kind of, you know, you jog there and that's your workout, and you jog back. And if you can't do it, you work your way up to it. And that's kind of what I did here. Now I'm like, I haven't jogged in like 2 weeks. I've been slacking off, and I just did my 2.5 miles down here. Might be like 4 miles, something like that, I don't know, but feeling pretty good about that. Might hit the pool tomorrow. You know, I might actually just, if the mic gets it good enough, I might just have my audio play now while I'm stretching. Here's how I'll start stretching. Peace. It actually got on. So pulling back, so this just a quick pro tip if you're listening. If you have a part of your body that's like achy or whatever, or gets, you know, prone to cramping, when you do your shower in the morning, most of you it's in the morning, after you know, done with the warm water, do a quick put it on cold, you know. work your way to like pretty cold, but start on cold to, you know, mess yourself up. And just blast that part of your body. Just do like some shaking. Hit your arm, you know, just let the water hit your arm and just do some shakes. And that should really help. I'm saying like this method has prevented me from cramping and, you know, knock on whatever, but I haven't had one in a while. And I used to have them like once a year, you know. But yeah, that cold blast really helps. And some of you, I know it's not fun, you know, like I sleep without the heat on, because that really does seem to improve my sleep quality and my circulation, and the fact that the heat's not on, it's easier to breathe, and if I do need the heat on, I usually put a, I think it's called a humidifier, a diffuser, and I'll put some essential oil in that. This isn't like a read from the script health video, but just a couple pro tips for you, because I've been thinking about this stuff. I kind of messed up on winter's dieting because I wanted to get my studio right, you know, get better at workflow optimization. So yeah, I've been grinding. Anyway. You are welcome to take a tour if you are in Seattle. Breathe in Seattle with your host. And I'm working on some really fun stuff, so it's only getting better. It's only getting better. Whatever you focus on grows. Sometimes you gotta work on making it easy. Getting off that horse, slowing the horse down. You know, practicing ambition is not easy. You gotta go from nothing to something. It's a process. And after that, one thing you can do is figure out what the tide chart is for your body of water. You know, most have it. And figure out when it's low tide. Figure out when it's high tide. Just check it out. Figure out why. Be a crab underneath there. last time you know, picked up some trash on the floor? When's the last time you picked up some trash, you know? A lot of people complain about it, but pick it up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm so sick of all the crappy music that's being played on the radio that literally, like, promotes a lower frequency of being, and you know, as some rappers will brag about, like raising the crime rate, like, oh wow, so that they can go into the prison industrial complex where, you know, COs are pressuring prisoners to work for like, pretty much nothing. And yeah, there's like, so the record companies are out there, like, you know, in cahoots with the prison. It's, you know, that's why I'm just trying to make some music that raises the vibration. Because I can go on a rant about all that stuff, you know, like, but then you have to figure out what to do, you know, like, and that's when I think that's, you know, trying to fit the word therapeutic into that, but it feels a lot more therapeutic when you start promoting what you love, and, you know, doing it for you, and then before you know it, like, you see other people start to do it, and like, sort of a zeitgeist feel. Oh. We're talking a lot. Doing it. Ooh. Actually, I got my ankle wrapped on, so I'm not gonna. Oh, fuck it, I'll do it. Oh. Well, just made it kind of not kid friendly, but okay, sorry. Okay. When's the last time you did this? This is free. not gonna lie, even though it's probably about 40-ish degrees, probably like 40, lower 40s right now. Whoa. Hopefully that looked kind of cool with the ducks in the background. I started compiling backdrop footage of all different types. I mean, some I'm just going to use. Some stuff I can't record, but I realized, like, wait a minute, why don't I just use my own, like, nature recordings as a backdrop? And every now and again I'll pop into my, so sometimes it comes to me when I'm jogging, or when I'm just like sit back, kind of half asleep, or that's why I like to open myself up. Be in connection, with the mind and the body. And yoga is a great way to do that. And it's very deeply rooted within us, movement and purpose and the symbolism behind the movement and the way that we naturally interpret it. That felt good. Pretty soon I'll be, spoiler if you're listening, I'll be getting my wetsuit, and I will be actually getting out here because they have a nice little life preserver backpack that's waterproof for like open water swimming. So I'm gonna be like doing that, switching over to the wetsuit, getting the GoPro tagged along behind me, and then I also got my kayak I need to set up. So I got a lot of really cool nature stuff coming too, and it's taken me like years to get this far. So yeah, you know what I mean? Oh. I just gotta say it, because I'm keeping it real on my channels. None of this, I have like kids videos I'm gonna make, but I'm out here. This is the ocean, this is the Puget Sound, but it's the ocean. It's connected. It's the same body. I've seen dolphins in here, seen lions and stuff. There was a party of people. I might be rocking the mask now, but I go here to breathe, okay? Make sure you have a spot like that, you know. You can rock the HEPA filter in your house, but get out there and find a spot where you can go and breathe, you know. Like, I've seen people come down here with masks on and like sitting right by the edge of the water. Nobody's around them at all. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm sure it's cleaner air that you're breathing through your mask, but like you're still breathing in your bacteria. And like, you came out here to get fresh air, but I am, of course, not a medical consultant or doctor, but take a walk. Like, you know, yesterday I kept hearing it in like every song I was listening to. The artist was like, take a walk outside. I'm like, man, I need to do that. And I took a little walk, but gotta do it like every day, you know, get outside. You know, there's no, like, I can have a green screen in my room and stuff, but then it's like, oh, I also gotta get out here and combine the two. Just don't be a board, don't be a sideboard. The ducks get me. Thing about video editing, and just I think all art, is it goes back to the quote, you know, all is number. Oh, that was a clear thing. I like that. See, like this is nature, you know. These animals are like, eating their food, getting their lunch, but they're also having a good time. They're having a nice day. Wondering what the heck I'm doing over here. I'm kind of curious too, you know, like we're keeping our distance, you know. If you really want to connect with, you know, animals out in nature, 3 things you can do is don't walk around all loud, stepping on everything, you know, like walk on the balls of your feet. Another thing is walk at the diagonal if you do kind of see an animal. Oh, I see a kayak doing that. Walk at the diagonal. You know, even in the animal world, they know that's a sign that, you know, you're just passing as opposed to coming at them or what have you, retreating even. And then the third thing, and I know a lot of you aren't going to want to hear this, but is if you just ate a steak dinner, you know, you're going to smell all, like, they can smell that a mile away. They can smell you before they see you. Like some of the real, like, woodland people, or even like go in the sauna, you know, and sweat everything out, and like roll around and dirt and stuff, you know, even more. That's their scent. Alright. That's been good. Probably too much information, but I think I might go to taco time. It's been a while. Peace. Breathe in Seattle. And the ducks star of the show. We out.